Okay, 9B, I believe. Yes, 9B. Right here, what do I see? I see circles, concentric circles. I see a pentagon going from the centers here down. I see a regular polygon, equal sides, equal angles, five-sided. That is a pentagon. I see a polar array. So a lot of options here. This is imperial. I don't see anything unique here. Notice they're giving this dimension here is the location of the diameter, or this outside circle here. They are given a diameter, technically should be a radius, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So here we go. So I'm going to start with the center line. So I'll go ahead and draw, just because. I'll draw a vertical line here. Let's see, that is a diameter of 5.96 to centers. I'll go ahead and say 8. And another one, 8. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Okay, and I'll make those red. Now I'm going to go ahead and do circles, or at least some of them. 5 point diameter 5.96, and that is a center line as well. So now I'll go ahead and do these inside circles. Diameter 3.4, and then I'll do one. I'll go ahead and do this one as a diameter, since that's what they gave me, 4.78. Ultimately, it's the information that's provided to you. Whether it's an error or not doesn't matter. So from here, I'll go ahead and do this little circle here being a 0.6 diameter. Then I see I have another circle around it being a radius of 0.61. That is what's going to get trimmed with this circle here, or get filleted with it. There is an overlap that's irrelevant, but also somewhat useful. I can go ahead and array this now and then edit the source. You're going to find that if you do that, you are going to run into some problems, maybe some complications, difficulties, make it a little harder to figure out. Before I do that, instead, I'm going to go ahead and trim this. Right there. And I'll go ahead and trim this here. Now, I'm not certain if that is what I truly want. Really, trimming this isn't what I'm going for right now. What I am going to do is go ahead and fillet this to this. Now, again, this I might keep, I might not, don't know. We'll have to see what's going to happen with that. But right now, what I'm really looking for is this object getting trimmed and applying this filleted arc. So right now, I think I'm going to go to trim, and I'm going to say no trim. The radius is 0.5. That's what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and select there and there. Now I am going to go ahead and trim on my own this object, and this object. So I'm going to leave this alone. Again, that's not what I'm wanting to mess with at this time. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and choose to array just those 3 arcs and that circle. So polar array, since I already had them selected, it's asking for the center. I do not want 6, I want 5. And that is exactly what I'm looking for. So now, this is not, by the way, part of the array, only those items there, the arcs and the circles. This still has to be trimmed. Now I could go through and trim here, trim here, trim here, which in this case I only have 5 of them, might be the absolute best thing to do. So, or another thing I could do is I could trim one of these and end up with this here, and then I could do an array of that. Again, I only have 5 of them. I think what I'm going to do is trim everything, and since I only have to click once because in between this arc and this arc, that's what I want trimmed. 2 of those. 1. This is definitely the faster route. I'm basically done. And that's really all there is to it. Now, I hope that was clear enough. I hope you understood what I did. Now, if you look close, it looks like I've got some issues. There's something going on here. Because I did trim everything, I missed this. So we got to be careful here. Again, here I'm the one that's going too fast and missing some things. So you want to be careful. One thing, since I only have, I'll keep this under 10 minutes, but another thing I could do is I could do the join command. And let me do this first. X, I'm going to explode that. Now I'm going to do the join command. I'm going to select everything. Now, previously I told you join only selects objects or connects objects at their endpoint to endpoint. Basically, it's the reverse of going back to a polyline. The fact that this entire thing here, the entire item or object, now appears as one, and it is a polyline, by the way. If you hover, it'll say polyline, tells me that all of those endpoints were correct and exactly where I wanted. So this time I do feel very confident I am done.